All right, here we go. Here's a synopsis. I can give you a clue. He wears number 12.
Oh, good clue.
Yeah. All right. At 6'1", 185 pounds. He's one of college football's most electrifying talents. Oh,
Ooh, college
our
guy.
first college football player,
First
Jules.
college
All
football
right.
player.
Now we talking. I was waiting for this day.
I was too.
You know, this is a Christmas present, early Christmas present here we got for all the college
Hanukkah come
football
early.
fans out there.
8 crazy
I can tell you
nights.
that. Initially, a top 5 recruit committed to a Power 5 school, he made waves by committing to an HBCU program. Now playing in the Big 12, he's making highlights on both sides of the ball, week in and week out. A Florida native, he was a two-sport athlete, excelling in both football and basketball in high school. Off the field, he's a gamer and content creator with a massive social media following. Jules, who is our first college player wearing number 12?
Let's get on Travis Hunter.
Ooh.
Man.
All right.
I'm
I
excited
like this,
about
man. I'm
this.
excited too, man. Not just because we have our first college football player, but we have the biggest college football player in all of college, possibly a Heisman Trophy winner. He's a two-way player, one of the best wide receivers in the game, but also one of the best defensive backs in the game. When was the last time we've even seen a player play both ways, not just in the NFL ranks, but we're talking just even in the college ranks, Jules?
Well, I don't think anyone's played like this. I don't think any. I think he's averaging 114 plays per game. That's fucking gnarly. I remember when we played in the game you didn't play in, that 16 Super Bowl, when we had 3 receivers. We had 102 plays, and we were fucking exhausted. Exhausted.
And this guy plays 114 plays.
114 plays average a game, which is that's crazy to me. But also.
How?
He's like that first we're starting to get a lot of these new guys. These are the first generation guys of going from like one school to another school. I mean, I believe he committed to Florida State, and then Deion didn't get the job, and then he went to Jackson State, and then from Jackson State went to the Big 12 to Colorado with Coach Prime. Like, this is this new generation of like a free agent type player, and I don't blame him. Why wouldn't you go with one of the most electrifying athletes that did it where you want to go in the National Football League with Deion Sanders, who's going to help you develop to what you ultimately want to do and become a pro? I mean, it's been so impressive to watch this kid play.
Well said, and you can't blame the kid at all going where Deion Sanders goes, because it's all about relationships in life. If you have a good relationship, why would you want to break that relationship? You know, relationships go far if it's a long-distance relationship, or if it's a relationship you can go somewhere with someone. So you got to give him much respect that he's loyal. Deion and Travis Hunter are loyal to each other and each other's family, and you got to appreciate that, because you don't see loyalty, you know, like that anymore in the United States. All this social media, everyone's usually out there for themselves, but to see that loyalty is something special, and that's why it's working, and that's why he's, you know, Deion's creating a powerhouse just within Travis Hunter, and then also a powerhouse of a program at Colorado, because they're loyal to each other there, and I like that, man. I like it a lot.
Now, what do you think he's better at, receiver or DB?
Oh, man, that's a tough question. And what's he going to do? There's another question as well. What's he going to do when he gets to the NFL? He's going to play both. Is he going to pick a wide receiver? Is he going to pick a corner? I mean, we can all throw our perspectives in, but, I mean, it's always obviously up to what he wants to do and what's best for the team, or whatever way he wants to go, which way and direction. But in college, I would say his first couple years, he was a better quarterback, better cornerback.
Yeah.
He was making plays, interceptions. You know, he kind of, you know, was doing well at the wide receiver position, running by guys. But lately now, since Colorado has taken off, they're top 20 now, they're winning games. And I would say that has to do with Travis Hunter stepping it up at the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
And from what I'm seeing, he is a better wide receiver now than he is a cornerback. You know, this year, his third year in the college ranks. I thought he was a better cornerback his first 2 years than being a wide receiver. But what he's doing now is special at that wide receiver position. He's starting to understand it more, I feel like. You know, he's running routes now. He's not just more athletic than the other guy. He's going up there. He's pinpointing the ball, jumping
Strong
over
hands.
2 guys. Strong hands. That's exactly what you need at the next level as well. And it's just fun to see him go, man. And you want to know what makes him so fast? You want to know what makes him so fast? Is he got skinny calves, man.
As Deion Sanders always said, you never seen a racehorse with calves.
Mm-hmm.
You never seen a racehorse with calves. I remember Deion said that one somewhere. I could be fully wrong, but
I just want to.
I feel like I had big calves, so I wasn't a fast guy.
Look on my legs.
Change of
man.
direction calves.
I got way too big of legs, man.
No, the thighs are the thigh. It's not the thigh.
It's
you
the
look at his
calves.
thighs; he's got big thighs. But when you have those little bird calves that come up to here,
Dang.
you know what I'm talking about? That little, it's like a little bird calf.
Like you think I can?
Those are that's a speed guy.
You think if I get liposuction in my calves, I can make it back to the NFL?
No, but if you get a calf implant, you look really cool.
That was a good answer, Jules. I like that. Way better.
No. Yeah. Is he going to win the Heisman?
I mean, you got to play out the whole year to see if he should win the Heisman or not. And I truly don't even know anyone else that's in Heisman contention.
That's half of it, right? Media.
Yeah, half of it is media. I think he should because it's unbelievable what he's doing on both sides of the ball. And what's so great about him as a defensive back, too, he's always around the ball. I mean, he's making interceptions off tip balls. He's making interceptions because he's going to go make the play and go and deserve that interception. But when you fall into an interception, that's just because you're always around the ball and you have that knack of just always wanting to be around the football. That's just a smart player right there, man.
When I watch him play on defense as a corner, he's an exceptional zone corner.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen a lot of man, and I haven't watched a whole lot. I mean, I watched a lot of his highlights for this, and I've seen all his highlights, but like his instinct to jump off of his zone to track another zone and reading the quarterback is really good. Like he's always like a trap zone defender. Like he'll keep his eyes in the backfield. Trap meaning he's got the flat. There's a guy inside of him and there's a 2-deep safety. Like he'll keep his eyes on that backfield and he's breaking on the ball before the receiver is because he knows, probably the receiver's responsibility, which I remember when I played defense, it made me a better receiver. When they brought me into those meetings.
That's what I did want to ask you as well. What was it like playing defense and offense? Actually, you did it in the NFL ranks as well. That was year 2011. So you can explain more of what Travis Hunter is doing than anyone else.
Well, it's as a player, it made me a better receiver because once I stepped into all the defensive back meetings, I was learning what they were protecting. I was learning their techniques. I was learning on certain things what they would try to do with safeties. That's really what mattered. The corners could lie, but if the safeties were out of position, that's when you would pay. The leverage that the defensive back always had to keep because he was protected with certain help on certain sides. Like that taught me as a receiver, like in my route running, that if I do this to this guy, I know he's protecting this, which I see it in his game when he's playing defense, when he's jumping all over the receivers, leaving his zone. So it's really hard mentally. Like that's what I'm interested to see how he does in the NFL, because once you get to the league, there's no, Rice Academy, agricultural school where you could just go and glove up their best receiver who's, he's good in college while having to study, the game plan for offense, which, in an NFC or AFC championship, I played like 25 plays on offense. I played 25 plays on defense. And I played all the special teams, something along those lines. Could be off a couple plays here or there. But it was so hard for me in the prep week to get all my mind ready for what my offensive needs were, and then also for what my defensive needs and my responsibilities were. It was a lot mentally. And then, in practice, you're going the whole time. And in NFL, it's 17-game season. So, it's been really impressive to watch him do it in college. I don't know what he's going to do in a pro. I'm probably pretty sure if I was him, I'd go defense because those corners get paid a lot of money. And then they'd probably give you a package on offense here or there, red area package or a zone, a third down package, or a gimmick package where we need to get like some spark. You get him in like a slip screen, or he can catch the ball down the sideline.
That's well said, though. I believe that he could possibly play both ways in the NFL, but not full-time both ways. Like you said, have a package for him on offense in the red zone or third down or whatever it is, or whatever best suits his skill set at the wide receiver position and then use him full time on the defensive side of the ball. But I would say it's up to Travis Hunter, obviously, what he wants to do in the NFL. I mean, coming out of high school, I was an all-state defensive end. I only had 8 catches as a tight end, coming out, going into the college ranks. But the whole time I knew I wanted to play the tight end position. But if you were a fan out there, you'd be like, wait a second, you were all-state DN. Why are you going, to college for tight end? Because I knew that best suited me. I knew that I had the best chance of making it to the NFL because I felt like I was a tight end and I felt like I could grow at that position and be the best out there. So it's all up to him. It's all up to his mindset, what he thinks best suits him. And only Travis Hunter can determine what side of the ball he wants to play. But he's so good. In my eyes, though, it'd be really, really tough to play a full NFL game on both sides, but he's so good. He's good at both positions where he could be in packages on both sides of the ball.
Be an impactful player on both sides of the ball.
And probably special teamer too.
He return kicks. He's also making $3 million a year right now in college, so he ain't no rush.
Man, what would you do with that money if you had that in college, Jules?
$3 million, bro. I would probably have, at that time of my life, I'd have the sickest surround sound, big screen TV. I'd have the dopest Xbox stuff. I'd have a gamer chair. Because when you're in college, that's what you did. You played video game. I'd have a sick poker. We used to play a lot of poker in college. I'd buy a sick custom poker table for a poker night.
All right, obviously, now we talking.
Obviously, you roll up to Georgia's fucking student parking lot, you see nothing but Lamborghinis. So I think I'd have to join the club, get a Lambo or something. I mean, you're a college kid. You got no fucking fears of anything.
I call those Lambos shit boxes. Well, you want to know why? Because I can't fit in them. My knees are going through the windshield. I would have a freaking F-150 Raptor or something.
I know what you would do.
Lambo. I would have the Lambo of the Ford trucks.
I don't really like them either, but I just
can't fit
probably
in
get a Lambo.
That's why I say that.
It's $3 million. You probably couldn't get a Lambo, actually.
Yeah.
What would you do? Just if college? This is what I think college Rob would do.
Oh, let's hear it.
Would you just buy an Olympic-sized pool, make it a hot tub?
There we go. There you go. You're hitting me right on the money, Jules. Also, no, I was a big Halo player, man. I love video games, and Halo was our game in the house that we lived in, and we played 4-way players on that what was it, Xbox 360, and we had the 4 worst gaming chairs of all time. They were falling apart, 2 wheels on the chair, but it was squeaking, ruining the floor every single time we were playing, but we didn't care as long as we got our Halo in. And Halo gave you that excitement, gave you that juice as well before going out. So it was always a pregame game to play as well before hitting the town on a Friday night. But I would have had the best possible video game setup that you could possibly have if I was making that type of money in college, man. Big time, man.
I'd be like Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Time.
Let's do it. It's time.
What kind of dude is Travis Henry? Or what kind of dude
Travis Henry?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I almost said Travis Kelce 4 times. So don't worry, Jules. You're the first one to make that mistake, but I almost did it 15 different times.
And
I almost said Travis Kelce.
Got to put some respect in this kid. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Travis Hunter. What kind of dude is Travis Hunter?
Man.
He seems like a great team guy.
He is a great team guy, seems like.
He doesn't seem selfish. He seems like he gets along with everyone. He has a great attitude, so he could be a dude's dude.
He could definitely be a dude's dude, especially to the video gamers out there.
Yeah.
I mean, always streaming with everyone, always letting everyone have the insight of what's going on in his life, which is really cool, man. And what's different about this era compared to our era is if you were a streamer or if you were big on social media at our time, it would be frowned upon. Like coaches would use that against you if you mess up on the field. But that's what this new generation, these new millennials are all about.
Gen Z.
Hey, let's vlog, let's blog, let's play video games, let's Twitch, and let everyone see our video game streaming going on. And that's totally normal. And that's how it should be, because if you take care of business on the field, you can do whatever you want outside of football on your own time. But our era, it was always frowned upon because there was no such thing as social media. It was just starting to become big, so they would use every excuse if you messed up on the
distraction.
Field. Oh, he's on Twitter. He's doing that video game. But it's cool that guys like him are just so good at what he does on the field, and it makes it totally normal that he's still a streamer, and he's kicking ass at that too. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So he's definitely a dude's dude. What? What is he? So, all right, we'll do it right now. You know, so at Colorado, they have the L or the D. They don't give a C. They don't give the captain logo. They give a leader or a dog. And he got the dog symbol, so he could be a dog.
Because as Dion says, every dog ain't a leader, and every leader ain't a dog.
Ooh.
I like it.
That's real too. That's real. I honestly don't see. I see him as a dog. Like we always say, guys are multiple things, but the one thing that sticks out to me, I want to see if it sticks out to you. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Stud.
Freak.
Stamp it. Why is he a stud? I would say he's a stud because he's playing 144 plays a game.
Well, that's freaky.
Yeah, actually. All right.
That's freaky.
You're right. He's a stud on the field because
he's a stud on the field because he's a freak.
Yeah. Let's change it, Jules. Let's change
1, 2, 3. Freak. Yes. I mean, it's pretty insane.
Oh, man.
It's pretty insane to have 114 plays a game. I hope he continues to have the success. And by the time we drop this, maybe they'll be in the playoff.
What's wrong with us, Jules? We both meant to say freak, but we both said stud.
I know.
But then we both knew to change it to freak. Yeah, he's 100% a freak. When you play 114 plays a game, you're just absolutely freak of nature, and he's making plays on both sides of the ball. I mean, yeah, that's studly, but that's more of like, that's like, that's some freakish material right there. No ands, ifs, or buts about it.
He's got some weird, crazy like numbers, records where like he's got over 500 yards. He's got like 4 interceptions, this, that. He's done it like 3 times, and one person's ever done it. It was like Champ Bailey, like 25 years ago. So like this guy's he's in a category of his own.